And welcome back. Today was a very historical day today. Putin finally made his speech, and he said clearly to the West he will defend the Russian territories with every single means they got at disposal. And also he went on about constant attacks by NATO and America in this proxy war in Ukraine. It's no more a Ukrainian war with Russia, it's a NATO war with Russia practically, because most of the Ukrainians have been slaughtered to death in various stupid military operations. The last one, was the three offensives, which results to an absolute massacre. Regarding to Kharkov, they're boasting about, we have gained territory. You have just gained ghost towns, empty fields. For Russia, has no military value at all. So there'll be a partial mobilization of the military forces of Russia in 300,000 units, to be precise, with combat experience or military experience. Also, there's going to be referendums in these three regions which the West have never respected Minsk Treaty, whether they're going to stay with Russia or not. Most probably they will decide yes, and they will become a part of Russia. Obviously, the West are pretty pissed off about this, saying it's going to be a sham, it's all a set-up by the Russians. That's a load of bollocks, because Russia shall respect its decisions, which is more favourable. They will remain with Russia, like Crimea did a few years ago, which is part of Russian territory. Obviously, the West are freaking out and saying, we're not going to recognise it. Let's give a shit about you whether we recognise it or not. It's part of Russian territory. If people say yes, they'll go and become a part of the Russian Federation. If they say no, it's highly improbably it won't be this result. It's written on the cards of results. Whether the West likes it or not, you're going to have to accept it. And obviously they're freaking out in Brussels and the collective West. And NATO haven't got the foggiest idea what they're going to do in Ukraine now. They're going to pull out or go on ahead, because if they go on ahead, this is a full-out war. And also you hear the Prime Minister say this is even an energy war between Russia and EU. EU practically hasn't got no foot to stand on. they're screwed, because you're going to have still high energy costs, and you run a risk of being deindustrialized due to your ecological and sanction policies, which is destroying Europe. And whether Biden decides to continue to send more weapons, that's for sure. And at this point, this conflict will just drag on if they continue to do it this way. That's why Putin said, we want to cut this short. And then story, I think everyone's had enough. European citizens with high bills, with an uncertain future coming along with an economical collapse on the horizon. And who knows? If NATO countries are stupid enough to draft their citizens to fight in this war, which their public finances can't permit a war, Otherwise, they have to go for full war mode, and that would be disastrous. So let's talk about whether they got these so-called long-range missiles. That is dangerous. Putin has warned, enough is enough. They shall retaliate with any type of means they see suitable, and that is with nuclear weapons as well.